Welcome back, treasure seekers, history lovers, and those who believe that sometimes the smallest objects carry the greatest secrets. Because today, we're about to lift the curtain on a coin so overlooked, so seemingly ordinary, yet possibly hiding a value that could shake your very idea of what spare change truly means. A coin worth not just cents, not just a few pounds, but potentially thousands, maybe even more. So hold on to your seat, because this, my friends, is the astonishing story of the 1997 UK 2 pence coin. And it might just change the way you look at every coin in your collection forever. Let's start with what meets the eye. At first glance, this coin seems humble, plain even. A small copper-colored disc bearing the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse. Dated 1997, her iconic side profile looks calm and dignified, encircled by Latin script. Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen of this realm, Fid Dei Fid Deficit 1997, a traditional abbreviation of her royal titles. On the reverse side, you'll find the badge of the Prince of Wales. 3 ostrich feathers held together by a coronet, with the ribbon below bearing the famous German motto, Ich dien, I serve. Above it, the denomination is boldly declared, 2 pence. Below it, the number 2. It's a design so familiar across the United Kingdom, it barely makes anyone blink. But here's the twist. Not all 1997 2 pence coins are created equal. Beneath the coppery sheen of this small disc lies a story of metallurgy, mintage changes, royal transitions, and possibly exceptional collector value. Let's take a quick journey back to the 1990s. Britain was evolving, the world was shifting into the digital era, and the Royal Mint was making subtle adjustments to keep up. One of those changes involved something you'd never expect to matter: metal composition. You see, prior to 1992, the UK 2 pence coin was made of bronze, a warm-toned traditional metal alloy of copper, tin, and zinc. But starting in 1992, the mint transitioned to a copper-plated steel version for most circulating coins. It looked almost identical to the bronze version. Same color, same weight, same design. But inside? A completely different story. And here's where it gets exciting. In 1997, nearly hundreds of millions of these coins were minted, most of them in the standard copper-plated steel format. But over the years, sharp-eyed collectors began noticing variations. Some coins from 1997, under certain light and angle, didn't behave like steel. They didn't stick to magnets. They had a deeper tone, an older soul, a composition too rich in copper to be mistaken. That's when the whispers started. Were there 1997 2 pence coins that were mistakenly minted in the old bronze alloy? Now, in the world of coin collecting, minting anomalies are the holy grail. Coins struck in the wrong metal. Coins with rotated dies, off-center images, or font shifts. These mistakes are what turn ordinary currency into extraordinary fortune. Imagine it. One moment you're holding a 2 pence coin worth, 2 pence. The next, you're staring at a variant that collectors are hunting for. A coin so rare, it's been listed in online catalogs, auction sites, and numismatic publications as a potential jackpot. But remember, we're not just talking about value in numbers. We're talking about the emotional weight of history. This is a coin from Queen Elizabeth II's reign, a monarch who represented an era. She saw generations come and go. She was there through war, peace, triumph, and loss. And this 1997 coin? It was struck at a time when Britain was saying goodbye to the 20th century. Princess Diana had passed away that very year, shaking the royal family and the nation. It was a moment of reflection, sorrow, and change. Owning a coin from that year isn't just about metal. It's about memory. It's about emotion. It's about owning a piece of time. Let's go deeper. The standard specifications of the 1997 2 pence coin are as follows. Diameter, 25.9 millimeters. Weight, 7.12 grams. Edge, plain material, standard, copper-plated steel. Color, reddish-brown to deep copper. But here's where it gets tricky. If you hold your coin and it doesn't stick to a magnet, and if its color appears darker, richer, slightly less reflective, you might not be holding a standard coin at all. You might be holding a bronze variant, one of the few believed to have slipped through the cracks during the Royal Mint's transition period. And that, collectors say, could be worth a fortune. Not every 1997 2-pence coin is valuable. The majority are worth their face value. But, and this is a big but, if yours happens to be one of those unusual variants, it could command serious attention in private collector circles or auctions. We're talking about bids in the thousands, perhaps even more, depending on rarity and condition. There's no official number on how many of these bronze-struck coins may exist. Some experts believe it's just a handful. Others think it was an unnoticed batch, no more than a few dozen. But that's what makes the hunt so exhilarating. Let me tell you a real story. In 2022, a young man from Manchester was organizing his late grandfather's old coin collection. Most were ordinary, common pennies, shillings, and a few Irish coins. But one 1997 2p caught his eye. It looked different. He tested it with a magnet. Nothing. He sent it to a coin dealer. After analysis, the coin was confirmed as a bronze-struck error, a throwback to the pre-1992 metal type, possibly due to leftover blanks accidentally used during minting. And when it was offered at a private auction, let's just say the bidding didn't stop at a few £100s. This coin, originally worth just 2 pence, ended up valued at a figure that most people wouldn't believe unless they saw it happen live. And the best part? The man said it helped him pay off a debt and buy a used car. That's the magic of numismatics. So now the question is, what should you do? If you have old coins, especially UK 2-pence coins from 1997 or earlier, grab a magnet. Test them, examine the color, weigh them if you can. And if something seems off in the best way possible, reach out to a reputable coin dealer or grading service. Because here's the truth. Rare coins don't come with a neon sign. They don't shout from the drawer, "I'm worth a fortune." They whisper. They wait. They hide in change jars, wallets, old tin boxes under your bed. Let's talk briefly about grading, because that alone can multiply a coin's value exponentially. A coin in average circulated condition might get you attention. But a coin graded MS by organizations like NGC or PCGS, especially one rated MS 65 or higher, could push it into a league that only seasoned collectors dare dream about. Grading verifies authenticity, preserves condition, and adds legitimacy. All things buyers look for. So, if you find a coin that you suspect could be something rare, don't clean it. Don't scratch it. Don't tamper. Protect it and send it for evaluation. Because that could be the difference between a nice story and a life-changing discovery. Now let's shift focus just for a moment. Why do people pay so much for rare coins? It's not just about metal or design. It's about emotion, about legacy, about the thrill of holding a physical piece of history. A coin like the 1997 2-pence connects generations. It's not just currency, it's storytelling in metal. A freeze frame of a country in motion, a tiny, tangible relic of a year that meant so much to so many. It's about time travel in the palm of your hand. So, as we wrap up today's journey, I invite you to look again at your own coins. Don't just see them as small pieces of change. See them as portals to the past, as keys to mystery, as hidden treasures waiting for curious minds. Because sometimes, just sometimes, a coin worth 2 pence could be worth more than a house, more than a dream, maybe even more than you ever imagined. Thank you for watching, coin adventurers. If stories like this spark your curiosity, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with someone who might be sitting on their own hidden fortune. Because you never know, the next great discovery might be right under your nose. Until next time, keep hunting, keep questioning, and always, Always check your change, because the next coin you hold could change your life.